So my lesson plan is going to be on the life cycles of mammals. My student today is actually my daughter, who's in second grade. The lessons, however, are designed more for fourth grade. So what I've recorded is actually me helping her with the lesson. And a lot of it would actually be done on the smartboard or on the computer. But as I don't have a smartboard, a lot of it was actually written down on sheets. If this was done in the classroom, but you can still get an idea of the lesson. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about the life cycle of mammals. And to begin with, we're going to look at the life cycle of dogs. Does anyone in the class have a dog?
A few of my friends.
Yeah? Do you have a dog?
Yes.
What sort of dog do you have?
It's a German Shepherd.
Yeah, and she an adult or a puppy?
Right now she is an adult.
Yeah? Okay. So, right now we're going to look about the life cycle of the dog through this worksheet, a poster. So, the puppy stage begins after 63 days of gestation. And gestation means when it's inside the mama's belly. So it's born after 63 days. And that lasts until the dog is 6 to 18 months. So it's still in the puppy stage up until 18 months. Puppies should be with his mother and brothers and sisters during this stage. And what do you have to do with your dog? You have to train it. And you have to take it to the vet. What does the vet do?
Sometimes he gives it a shot.
Yep, that's right, to make it stay healthy. So then it grows from a puppy to an adolescent. And the dog will move to adolescent stage sometime between the age of 6 months and 18 months. At this stage, hormones will start to kick in. Dogs may act a little moody, like a teenager, and dog will lose the puppy fur and grow to adult size. Now is a great time to be doing obedience training, otherwise your dog will be very naughty. And from then, the dog becomes an adult. The dog becomes an adult between the ages of 1 to 3 years of age. At this stage, the dog will still enjoy exercises and playtime. He won't be as demanding of your attention. Advanced training and continued mental stimulation and physical exercise is very important. At the adult stage, they can also, what do they can also do? The adult stage, they can have puppies again, and the life cycle starts. Again. But when they get older, the dog will come to an older age, between 6 and 10 years of age. He will now move more slowly. He'll be content with just walking with a stroll, and senior dog may eat less and sleep more than he would have before. So, when you watch the video on monotremes and marsupials and placental animals, can you tell me any differences that you notice between the dog cycle and the other ones? What differences? What do the monotremes do? Monotremes are the platypus and the echidna.
I don't know.
Where do the babies come from?
They come from eggs.
Yeah. And then what happens to the eggs with the babies when they hatch from the eggs?
They go... I forgot.
They climb up on their mum and get some milk? Yeah? Yeah. And what do marsupials do?
What's the marsupial?
Like a kangaroo.
Those ones have pouches.
Mm-hmm.
And so the kangaroo had like 2 different kinds of milk for one, and then if she had 2, would have one milk for one since they were different, and the other one would have the other one.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay, we're going to review on the different types of mammals there are. There are basically 3 subgroups: the monotremes, the marsupials, and the placentals. Can you read about what the monotremes are?
They lay eggs, and they duck-billed like platypuses and echidnas. Marsupials are perched mammals, short-lived placenta, koala, kangaroo, opossum. True placenta, shrews, bats, whales, humans.
Good job. So now together we are going to do a life cycle. What animal would you like to do a life cycle on?
A cat.
Okay. So, right, cat in the middle.
Name cat.
Just put it in the middle. That's okay. Okay. So how does the life cycle of a cat happen?
Oh, so first the mother cat borns her kittens, but the kittens are still wet.
Yep. Okay. So we can write baby kittens are born, or something like that. What do you want to write? Something like that.
Baby kittens are born.
Yeah. And then when you've finished all the writing, then you can come back and draw pictures for them, okay?
Okay.
And then what happens once they're born? Do they get up and run away?
No, they stay. They don't have their eyes open yet.
No.
And they cuddle with their mom.
And what does the mum do?
She gives them milk.
How long do you have to think they have to stay? How many weeks do you think they have to stay with their mum for?
4 or 3.
About 6 weeks.
6.
Yeah. So can you write something about the next stage with the information we just talked about?
I'm thinking how to put in a good sentence. I can't think of one.
Like kittens stay with their mum for 6 weeks and drink milk, maybe?
So what can you repeat?
Well, you make it up. You use your own words. Kittens stay with their mum for 6 weeks. Six weeks? That's okay, you can continue writing down. And what do they do? Drink milk from their mum.
And they drink
Milk. They drink milk from their mum. Okay. What happens next?
sometimes once they're old enough they leave and the people take them like to vets and then They give them to another person.
Okay, but what happens if you're keeping the cat in your own home?
You would have to take it to the vet.
Okay, so it has to go to the vet for checkup.
And even when it's little, it has to.
Yep. So vet checkup, you could just write vet checkup. And they're no longer with their mum, so they don't need to drink any milk anymore. So they drink, no, over here, still here. So what do you think they eat?
They eat cat food.
Or meat, if they're in the wild.
They
Okay. So can you write 6 weeks to 6 months? No, it's okay. Leave that. You can write 6 weeks to 6 months, just as a time frame.
6
Weeks. To 6 months. Six months. Is that the correct two? Do you think that's the correct two? No. Okay. And you know, at 6 months they can have kittens themselves.
So then what will be next?
What do you think they can do at 6 months?
They would be
Able
an
to.
adult cat.
Officially they're only at 1 year old, but at 6 months they can actually have kittens. Kind of scary. At 6 months they can have kittens. You can write that.
That's
You have any questions?
no.
No? Okay, we're going to look at another two animals now. We're going to look at brown bears and their life cycle. Do you want to read it out to me, or do you want me to read it?
I'm gonna read it.
Okay, where does it start, do you think?
Right here, and then there, and there, and there.
Yep. Put it down so we can see. Yep.
Brown bears mate in springtime. When the weather turns cold, the bear will find a cave to hibernate in. Baby bears are born during hibernation. Brown bears may have 1 to 4 cubs.
What does that mean? What does all that mean?
So it has 1 and then to 4.
Well, it can have 4 cubs at the same time, or it might just have 1 cub.
Mm-hmm.
And what does hibernation mean?
Hibernation means go to sleep
Mm-hmm. And when does it go to sleep?
in winter
Mm-hmm. Why does it go to sleep in winter?
because it's snowing out, and also because there might not be a lot of food.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay, and then what happens? So the bear has cubs, and then what happens?
The mother bear may not even wake up as her cub is born. The baby will nurse for the rest of hibernation and get bigger and chubbier.
What does all that mean?
It will get bigger.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty weird that the mum doesn't even wake up when the baby's born, right? That'd be weird. She wakes up, there's a baby. Okay, what's next?
By the
No,
time
this one.
when the cub and mother come out of their den in spring. The cub will begin to learn how to find food and protect itself.
Why does it need to do that?
So in case something attacks it,
Mm-hmm.
he can be like prepared.
Yep. And why does it need to find food by itself?
So, because the mother might be too busy
Mm-hmm.
in getting her own food.
Yep.
So the bear will have to kind of like
Learn.
learn how to do it itself.
Mm-hmm. And what comes next?
When it's grown up.
Mm-hmm.
By the time the cub is a year old, it is fully grown, although not as muscular or heavy as its mother. Cubs stay with their mother for around 2 to 3 years. Then the mother will force it to go live on its own. Female bears are ready to mate between ages of 4 to 7 years.
And what does all that mean?
So it starts at 4 and then goes to 7.
Well, that's when it can have babies, when they're 4 years old. Or to 7. Between the ages of 4 and 7, they can have babies. And what else about when it...
And so the cubs will stay with his mother for 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.